Hello, welcome back to uma casa verde. It's been a while since we made any video. There's no really any big reason behind that other than just simply not really feeling up to filming anything. I do enjoy filming videos and making them, putting them together, and then just having that archive of all the videos and all the things that we've done before. And but recently I've just been feeling like I just want to enjoy my time in the garden, in the sun, listen to podcasts on my earphones while I'm gardening, while I'm doing anything. And we have been doing a lot of things. I just haven't really been wanting to document any of it. But I promised that I'm going to do a video about our spring planting, of what we're going to plant in spring and what kind of veggies and fruits and things we're gonna grow this summer, and that's what I'm going to show you today. And we also have got some plants from the market yesterday, and today I got a package from my mom, which she sent out like a month ago. And she got me like lots of seeds lots, like seriously a lot. And I asked her to, sometime in winter, I was thinking, you know what, you could send me some seeds that I can't buy here. And one of those things was dill. It's not something that I think people really eat here, and you cannot buy it in the shop. I've never seen. Probably you can find seeds somewhere online, but I was thinking, you know, I could put my mom up for this job, and she can find seeds that she uses, and she could just send me some. And she took that job very seriously and sent me lots and lots of other seeds as well. So I have dill. I will just show some of the more exciting things. That's something that I can't find here really. These wild strawberries. This is something really exciting. I love wild strawberries. I hope they grow here, because normally in Latvia, where I'm from, these wild strawberries, you can just pick them in the forest, like they just grow like that on their own. So she sent me some chamomile, and then she sent me a few varieties of squashes, like courgettes and pumpkin, and some varieties of pickling cucumber. And that's also a reason why I needed dill, because I want to make some pickles this year. And then we have 3 varieties of courgettes and some pickling cucumbers. Yep. So, and then some other flowers, but as I said, it's flowers I don't really recognize very well. Still learning, but hope it grows. So I have a lot of planting to do today. This is all going in planters, and I already have some other things in planters. And then today I will also put some coriander and parsley seeds in the ground already. We have prepared some new beds. Let me show you what we've done, what our new beds look like, and what we have already planted. So here we have my planters of seeds that I have already planted a while ago, and it's all kinds of shapes and sizes, and some already have been planted out, as you can see. Some are under this cover. Let me just take it off. So what we have here, we have some chard, we have sunflowers, watermelon, which is one variety that can be planted a bit earlier, and then we have 2 kinds of pepper varieties, which we have never tried, and 1 tomato variety. Then here we have a row of yellow peppers. These are for all tomatoes, different varieties, some cherries, some curacao de boy. And here in these I have celery, which is growing so slowly. I almost am afraid it's not going to grow at all, but we shall see. Here we have echinacea flower, only one sprouted, and it's as well growing really slowly. And here I have some flowers, and here I have wild thyme, which is not growing, not sprouting at all for some reason. But as far as I'm aware, things that are like perennial, those kind of things just really don't grow very well from seed. And here in this planter I have different flowers, just mostly on that end. This end there were some peas and things that didn't grow. I'm not even watering that. So then I had some sunflowers. These are kind of Mexican sunflowers or something like that. They're kind of more red and orange, not the usual type. And then here I had some other flowers that I already have planted out, and then I have different flowers again there, but nothing is growing. I don't know, but I just can never grow a flower from a seed. It just never works. As you can see here, these sunflowers, these are just the normal sunflowers. They are sprouting, but that's it so far. If you have any tips on how to grow flowers from seed, or why are they not growing from seed very well, please let me know in the comments, because I just can't seem to grow anything like that. Somehow this year nothing really is growing from seed that much. I feel like last year we had very good success with growing a lot of things from seed, but this year maybe it's a bit too cold, which has been, well, not for the last maybe week or so, but earlier in the spring it was still a bit cold, and we had more rainy days. They didn't get enough sun, but we'll see. Okay, let me show you my new beds. So these are our new beds. Over here what the idea is, we were thinking about this for ages, but we came to the decision that we want to make this kind of, not raised beds, but kind of separate them, kind of border them up so that there is nice spots to go in between, because we have a lot of weed issues in our garden. It's a perfect breeding ground for all the nettles and things like that. So we want to really make the pots with gravel or mulch or something like that, or with the plastic membrane underneath, like you can see here. This hasn't been finished yet, because we can't decide if we want to put pine bark or we want to put gravel. You can let us know in the comments, what do you think we should do. But I think this just looks so much neater than this part, for example. I don't know, I mean, I think it's easier to focus on the soil quality and adding them all the necessary compost and things like that when the bed is like, here is a bed and here is the pot, rather than when here we have all of it kind of together. There are pots, but they are not really covered with anything. There are no really separation between the beds, so it ends up being all one big bed. And with that, it's kind of harder to focus on adding the compost, because we just don't have that much. So here we have added horse manure mixed in with the soil on these two beds, and here as well, in this one and here as well. Here we added some chicken compost, and the idea is that we are going to create 2 more beds here after all the broad beans and peas are finished, so that it aligns with that wall. So basically this area would be just like, this is our kitchen garden area, and here when all these things are going to be finished, we will add beds like that one there. 2 more I think you can fit here. So the idea is that this area is just going to be purely kitchen garden. We have our beds all bordered up and everything, and I think that will kind of make it a bit nicer and easier to take care of the weeds and focus on the quality of the soil. And what we have planted here already in this bed over here that I have next to me, we have already planted potatoes. We planted them a week, maybe a couple of weeks ago. They haven't sprouted yet. We hope they are going to. On this side, what we have here, I have planted some pumpkins. I have planted some pumpkins here already, some courgettes that we bought in the market, and aubergine. And then on the side over here, I have planted some sweet potatoes. And those, again, we bought the little kind of seedlings, not really seedlings because it has no root yet, it's just kind of these stalks that we got in the market as well. And they are supposed to be the orange sweet potatoes, which is something that is not very as common here as the kind of the big white ones. I think the big white ones are yams and these orange ones are sweet potatoes. Tell me if I'm wrong, but those yams are kind of more common here, and last year we got seedlings for those and they're good, they're delicious as well, but I kind of prefer the orange one a bit better, both because they add the nice color to your dishes, but I also think that in flavor wise they are a bit nicer, at least for me. Last year our sweet potatoes were growing really well. They barely even needed any proper watering or anything, and they were really thriving, and we had a big harvest of them last year. And so hope these are going to do the same as well. We have planted them a bit earlier than they are supposed to. Last year we planted them in May, and this is only March, but they were selling them already in the market, and well, let's see how it goes. But we probably will buy some more in later in May or April. And we still have our own sweet potatoes, so we might try to grow our own those seedlings from those. So that's going to be exciting. So let's go forward, see what else we have here. And over here in these beds I have planted more sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes as a plant itself is spreading quite a lot, and it's quite a good ground cover, and it's actually really pretty. We have some lettuce. That corner over there is more shady, so we are gonna grow more leafy things for summer, like lettuce. Like last summer we had no lettuce at all because it just wasn't doing very well in the sun and heat. And then over here we bought some peppers and padron peppers as well. Along that wall we have one long bed there, and we are leaving that space for climbing plants. We already planted some green beans and cucumber there, and yeah, and most of these things that we have planted here are the things that we got in the market yesterday, but we still have lots in our planters and lots of seeds still to plant. That's what we've been up to for the past few weeks, maybe 2 weeks. So right now I'm gonna go plant some of the seeds that I got today in planters, plant some coriander there in the corner behind me, and some parsley, and then that's it for today. Enjoy the sun, which is not coming out that much as much as I would want it today. I'm even still wearing a coat, which probably seems ridiculous for most of the people, but here I am. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week we have a video of a little bit of a surprise for you, something that we got, something that we weren't really planning of getting. It's a bit of a surprise. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!